The market seems to be exhibiting indications of life today. Shiba Inu started to soar in cost. The people in the community are glad. Experts are dropping their signals. There has been an incredible spike noted. Shiba Inu numbers around 1 trillion and are on migration. The weird aspect is that here is another amazing revelation arrived. Shiba Inu is not banned formally. What is going right now? And what on earth am I even debating? Allow me to clarify then. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. What an odd day Shiba Inu have. The price just started to fly. Today, climbing at around 3%, and the town is alive with the thrill. Shiba Inu looks to have shot straight back into action after yesterday's plotting, rather dull price movement with little dips that left folks wondering what next. The tone has entirely changed now. The bulls are walking in. One is becoming more confident, and familiar enthusiasm is returning. This type of day reminds everyone of the reason they value this token. Shiba Inu moves just when things seem calm and catches everyone's attention once again. The interesting portion is here, however. This is not some haphazard price pump here. Shiba Inu has really moved into a vital position, and experts are humming about a probable breakthrough. If momentum continues increasing, everything are aligning such that Shiba Inu might be sent on an even more extensive run. Examining the charts, Shiba Inu recently broke over a long-term resistance level that has been holding back for some time. Now it's close to a significant retracement stage, a zone traders monitor attentively, as breaking beyond it might indicate a much more robust rebound ahead. A typical bullish pattern developing, a structure that usually indicates a change from gradual motion to a full-on breakout, is one of the main factors attracting notice right now. The important level to keep an eye on is somewhat above Shiba Inu's present position. Should the price surpass here, it may set off a more significant movement, with the next main aim being a consistent lead from here. Moreover, flashing green are momentum indications. The purchasing pressure is rising and the tendency is strengthening. The marketplace is heating up and the pressure is on, hence we could see more pricing. Soon expansion. Another indication that bulls are at control for now is the price is robust above a major moving average. Naturally, things are not all easy sailing. Should Shiba Inu lose momentum and fall below important support zones, we might see a retreat prior to any more significant action. For now, however, the configuration seems interesting, and should everything go well, this breakthrough might be just the start of something more. But why, you may be wondering? Actually, this price behavior is the result of let us momentarily enlarge and consider the whole image. Bitcoin is, it turns out, also moving too. It dipped to about the mid-90 level, then rallied back and is presently holding stable somewhat higher. And as we have often witnessed, Shiba Inu follows as Bitcoin moves across the market. The rationale then? It seems that the US Federal Reserve and its most recent policy changes define everything. See, inflation just sent the markets a curveball. The most recent figures exceeded first projections, causing everyone to consider future Fed actions. This initially caused prices to fall, but then Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies rebounded just as expected. Fascinating is that this response differs from what we have seen earlier. Usually, worries about inflation and postponed rate cuts would drive investors fleeing, but this time it held firm, and that type of resilience is attracting attention. It's as if the market is beginning to perceive inflation concerns in a different light, and instead of fear, there is underlying trust in cryptocurrencies as a hedge. Here is what is insane, however. Whales could be hinting to something big approaching. Exchange traffic have surged crazy, and if past performance indicates anything, this might imply that the crypto industry is getting ready for yet another significant movement. Analyses indicate something odd is occurring. A huge problem is that data from CryptoQuant reveals that whale deals to exchanges have surged to levels not seen in over 5 years. Usually, a significant price change comes first once this sort of activity gains up steam. Watching the whale exchange ratio is one important indicator. It notes the proportion of the biggest inflows derived from the major players. It leaps to a stage we haven't seen since Bitcoin was teasing record highs back in December, and it's not just whales moving on February 12. Suddenly clinging to their coins, crypto miners, who have been selling off their assets for months, it indicates their expectation of rising prices. Actually, this type of change, where miners halt selling, often marks the bottom of a period before the market recovers once again. Thus, with the whales filling up and miners carrying great weight, the signals point to something large on approach. How shortly will it happen, is the question here. For Shiba Inu, this might be utterly tremendous. We all understand that when Bitcoin moves, it does not stop there. It throws ripples across the whole market. Also meme coins, they often grab those waves and transform them into something far more bizarre. Should Bitcoin indeed be preparing for a significant breakthrough, Shiba Inu may have an incredible run. Shiba Inu has some very significant momentum brewing, as shown by already present indicators. Key resistance levels are being challenged, the price activity is looking robust, and experts are beginning to conjecture that a breakthrough might be just around the bend. Now the arrangement is looking even better with Bitcoin whales moving and miners hanging onto their money rather than selling. Should Bitcoin begins to surge, it will attract a lot of interest once again on the market. And Shiba Inu could be among the most gainers from that buzz. Not to mention, Shiba Inu has a record of wild behavior in line with market circumstances. We have seen crazy demonstrations before, and with the type of momentum building, there is a genuine risk we may see something similar once again. Is Shiba Inu en route to surpassing current highs? It is most certainly not impossible. A sufficient push can revive the buzz, attract new buyers, and cause the price to soar. Are we so at last on our path to rebuild all those losses? Are the days of sluggish, irritating price activity at last behind us? Well, that's the main question. Though anything might happen in the erratic market, one thing is certain. Fast heating of things suggests the beginning of something rather significant. Not just that, however. South Korea recently released a bombshell. While crypto curiosity is booming, they have formally unlocked greater possibilities in the crypto realm. Indeed, that involves Shiba Inu. 7 protracted years later, South Korea's finance authority has at last removed its prohibition on institutional investors trading cryptocurrencies. That is a significant transaction. Demand for digital currency investment goods is rising all around. South Korea is also starting to participate in the action nowadays. Under the new regulation, local stock market listed businesses will actually be permitted to test trading digital assets later this year. Big money might therefore start pouring into the digital currency market from a nation long keen in digital currencies. For Shiba Inu, this transforms everything. Though tight rules kept institutional investors on the sidelines, South Korea has long been one of the largest crypto hotspots. Now that the doors are at last opening, fresh money was flooding the market. And Shiba Inu has a genuine chance to significantly help given its vibrant community and expanding ecology. Major institutions soon being able to trade cryptocurrencies lawfully in South Korea might provide a whole fresh degree of legitimacy and access to initiatives like Shiba Inu. This transcends mere price action. It concerns long-term acceptance. Increased credibility follows from increased institutional interest, and it could result in even more significant future Shiba Inu mobility. Here is the really remarkable portion, however. Shiba Inu is no longer just another meme coin. From Shibarium, its Layer 2 blockchain, to its growing tech ecosystem, it is practically useful. Shiba Inu is positioned itself with this type of growth as more than simply a speculative asset. It is starting to really take front stage in the larger crypto scene, and this may be just the start. Should additional nations follow South Korea's example and begin to relax regulations on cryptocurrency investments, we might see a worldwide acceptance that drives Shiba Inu to unprecedented heights. Might this be the first move towards Shiba Inu being a popular digital asset? Definitely seems like we are headed in that way. Shiba Inu's solid base and creative ideas might lay the groundwork for something much more as cryptocurrency develops. And with big markets like South Korea now accepting the industry, the future seems more bright than it has ever been. And now, turning around, not only Bitcoin is seeing a sharp increase. Shiba Inu also made news with an eye-popping 1 trillion coins pouring into whale wallets overnight. Shiba Inu whales collected over twice as much tokens over the previous 24 hours alone, claims into the block. Valuing around 1 trillion Shiba Inu coins, the overall inflows into whale accounts surged, demonstrating how silently the largest players are piling on. These are not any ordinary wallets, however. Those with a significant portion of the circulating supply created the cut alone. It was not all inflows, of course. While some whales did shift tokens out, the daily net flow remained rather favorable. The contrast is amazing from yesterday to today. The large increase in Shiba Inu accumulation points that the largest holders may be getting ready for something major. And here's the relevance of it. Usually, it is not random when whales start filling up. It frequently exudes assurance about what is ahead. This type of accumulation might be a hint that more significant movements are on their way, with Shiba Inu already displaying positive indications on the charts and the growing enthusiasm in the crypto scene. Might this be the beginning of yet another big gathering? If history teaches us anything, Shiba Inu has a knack of shocking everyone just when things appear calm. Still, what do you think of this? Down below is comment. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.